Have you ever wished to live a life where you're treated with respect, where your boundaries are honored, and your voice is truly heard? Yet, time and time again, you find yourself frustrated, dealing with interruptions, snide remarks, or people who simply disregard your worth. You've tried addressing it, staying calm, or even letting it slide, but the disrespect doesn't seem to stop. What if I told you there's a better way? A way to stand your ground, reclaim your power, and demand the respect you deserve without losing your cool. Thousands of others have used these strategies to transform their interactions and regain their confidence. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos packed with tips on building confidence, setting boundaries, and taking control of your life. Stay with me, because in this video, we're unlocking the secrets to earning respect in every area of your life. 1. Set clear boundaries. Sometimes the best way to handle disrespectful people is simple. Keep your distance. Not everyone deserves access to your life, and those who repeatedly cross boundaries or drain your energy shouldn't be given a front row seat. Protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's necessary. Distancing yourself isn't about being cold or mean. It's about choosing where to spend your energy. Imagine your life as an exclusive club. Only those who respect you get a VIP pass. If someone constantly criticizes or diminishes you, why let them stay close? I once had a friend who made constant jabs about my choices. At first, I dismissed it, thinking I was overreacting. But those jokes started to weigh on me. One day, I stopped making excuses and quietly stepped back. Instead of weekly hangouts, I saw them once a month. The result? I felt lighter and realized how toxic the friendship had become. Yes, some people will say it's selfish to step away, especially if they're family or longtime friends. But loyalty shouldn't come at the cost of your mental health. Creating space isn't about hate, it's about self-respect. When you distance yourself, you remind yourself and others that your well-being comes first. It creates room for uplifting relationships and silences those who tear you down. So ask yourself, do the people around you truly deserve that much of your time and energy? If not, it's time to step back. 2. Don't engage in power struggles. Here's the hard truth. Disrespectful people thrive on creating power dynamics to provoke you. They aim to get under your skin, spark a reaction, and pull you into their game. But the moment you react emotionally, whether with anger, defensiveness, or frustration, you're giving them exactly what they want. The more you engage, the more power you hand over. Instead, take control by staying calm, composed, and indifferent. This doesn't mean you're letting them off the hook. It means you refuse to let their behavior dictate your emotions. When you remain unshaken, you strip them of the power they crave. Your composure sends a clear message. Your attempts to provoke me won't work. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Make this your mantra. Instead of reacting to their actions, focus on mastering your response. The next time someone disrespects you, don't get drawn into their drama. Resist the urge to argue or prove a point. Respond with calm, logical words, and if necessary, walk away. This doesn't just protect your dignity, it leaves them powerless. Your refusal to engage is the ultimate show of strength. 3. Respond with silence. Silence is one of the most underrated but powerful tools against disrespect. It's not passive, it's a deliberate choice, a bold statement that speaks louder than words. Disrespectful people thrive on reactions. They want to provoke, to pull you into their drama, to make you feel small. But when you stay silent, you deny them the power they seek. Letting their words hang in the air forces them to face their own behavior. And that silence, it's deafening. Silence says, "I'm not giving you my energy." It's a refusal to engage, a quiet reminder that they're not worth your time or words. By choosing silence, you protect your peace and control the conversation on your terms. I once dealt with someone who loved making subtle digs, disguised as jokes. One day, instead of explaining or firing back, I simply raised an eyebrow and said nothing. The awkward silence was unbearable. For him, not me. He mumbled and moved on, never trying it again. Here's the truth. Silence starves disrespect of the attention it craves. It says, "I value my peace over your opinion." It's not just a response, it's self-empowerment. The moment you stop feeling the need to respond to every jab, you free yourself, you regain energy, clarity, and control. So next time someone disrespects you, pause, take a breath, look them in the eye, say nothing. Let silence be your loudest statement. 4. Limit your exposure to them. One of the most effective ways to handle people who don't respect you is to limit your exposure to them. While you may not always have the option to completely avoid certain individuals, whether they're co-workers, family members, or acquaintances, you do have control over how much time and energy you give them. Here's the truth. You don't have to tolerate disrespect simply because someone is a part of your life. You can reduce their influence. At work, keep interactions strictly professional and task-focused. With friends or family, avoid unnecessary conversations or activities that drain your energy. Protect your space, because the more time you spend around toxic individuals, the more they chip away at your peace and self-worth. And here's the best part. You don't need to make a dramatic announcement. Quietly step back, create boundaries, and remove yourself from their presence whenever possible. The less time you give to disrespectful people, the less power they have to impact your mood, energy, and mental health. Prioritizing your emotional well-being isn't selfish, it's an act of self-respect. Choose your peace over their negativity, and remember that you have the right to decide who deserves access to your life. 5. Stop explaining your choices. Here's the truth. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your decisions. Whether it's about your job, relationships, or lifestyle, your choices are yours alone. People may ask why out of curiosity or judgment, but often they're not looking to understand. They're looking to criticize or make you second-guess yourself. Stop giving them that power. When you stop explaining yourself, you take back control. It's not your responsibility to make others comfortable with your decisions. Their discomfort says more about their insecurities than it does about your choices. I learned this firsthand when I switched careers from a stable job to something riskier but more fulfilling. The constant questions, why leave security? How will you manage? Were exhausting. At first I tried to justify my decision, but no explanation ever seemed enough. Then I changed my approach. When asked, why? I simply replied, because I wanted to. No details, no defenses. The silence that followed was empowering, and eventually, the questions stopped. Here's the beauty of this. Not explaining yourself frees you. It allows you to stand confidently in your truth without carrying the weight of others' opinions. Confident people don't seek validation. They live authentically. So next time someone questions your choices, resist the urge to explain. A simple, because I wanted to, or that's what works for me, is enough. Let your silence speak louder than any justification. Your life doesn't need anyone's approval. It's valid because you chose it. 6. Hold your head high. When facing disrespect, nothing counters it more effectively than confidence. Holding your head high sends a clear, silent message. I know my worth, and nothing you do can diminish it. Disrespectful people thrive on making you feel small. They want you to doubt yourself, to shrink. But when you stand tall, shoulders back, and meet their gaze with calm assurance, you disrupt their power. Confidence unsettles them because it shows their words or actions hold no sway over you. I once dealt with someone who loved to throw subtle insults. At first, I tried brushing it off, but it wore me down. Then one day, I walked in with my head held high. I didn't react to their comments, just smiled and moved on. The result? They backed off. It was as if my confidence dismantled their ability to undermine me. Here's the truth. Confidence is magnetic and untouchable. It's not about proving anything to others. It's about owning your worth. When you hold your head high, you're making a bold statement. I value myself, and no one can take that away. Self-worth isn't something others give you. It's something you claim for yourself. So stand tall, stay grounded, and show the world that you're unshakable. 7. Set boundaries repeatedly, if necessary. When someone disrespects you repeatedly, setting clear boundaries is non-negotiable. Often, disrespect happens because people don't know your limits, or worse, they assume you won't stand up for yourself. Setting boundaries isn't about being aggressive. It's about valuing yourself enough to define what is and isn't acceptable. I used to avoid setting boundaries because I worried it would seem rude or confrontational. But here's the reality. Boundaries are a powerful act of self-respect. They teach others how to treat you. Without them, your silence or hesitation becomes an open invitation for others to take advantage. Even a simple but firm statement like, I don't appreciate being spoken to that way, or please let me finish speaking, can make a significant impact. It might feel awkward at first, but once you establish your limits, you'll notice something remarkable. Disrespect becomes harder for others to continue. They'll either start respecting your boundaries or step away because they can't handle being held accountable. The key is consistency. Don't back down and don't waver. Each time you reinforce your boundaries, you're sending a clear message. I respect myself, and I expect you to do the same. 8. Don't take it personally. When someone disrespects you, it often feels personal, as if it's a reflection of your worth. But here's a tough truth. Their behavior has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Disrespect is often a projection of their own insecurities, frustrations, or unresolved bitterness. The moment you stop internalizing their actions, you'll feel an immense weight lift off your shoulders. I've been there, overthinking every comment, wondering what I did wrong to deserve such treatment. But when I shifted my perspective, I realized the issue wasn't me, it was them. They lashed out because of their own struggles, not because of anything I said or did. This realization was freeing. Instead of feeling hurt or angry, I learned to detach. Their behavior is a mirror of their character, not a measure of your value. You hold the power to decide how much their words or actions affect you. By refusing to take it personally, you reclaim control over your emotions and reactions. Remember, their disrespect says everything about who they are and nothing about who you are. 9. Walk away when necessary. One of the most powerful ways to handle disrespect is to walk away. Staying in toxic environments where your worth is constantly questioned slowly erodes your confidence, energy, and mental health. Walking away isn't weakness, it's strength. It's a bold declaration that says, "I refuse to be treated this way." I used to think leaving meant giving up, but I realized it's not about winning or losing. It's about choosing yourself. No amount of arguing or explaining will change someone committed to belittling you. Walking away is about protecting your peace, and that's a victory in itself. Whether it's stepping away from a toxic conversation, ending a harmful relationship, or leaving a workplace that undervalues you, walking away empowers you. It allows you to decide who is worthy of your time and sends a clear message. Your self-respect is non-negotiable. Sometimes, the best way to stand up for yourself is to simply leave. 10. Surround yourself with supportive people. Finally, one of the most effective ways to combat disrespect is to build a strong support system. Surrounding yourself with people who respect, uplift, and encourage you can help buffer against negativity and reinforce your sense of self-worth. For me, having friends and family who genuinely cared made all the difference. They listened, encouraged, and reminded me that I deserved better when I was too drained to see it myself. Their support gave me the strength to walk away from toxic situations without guilt, and they helped me realize my value isn't defined by others, but by how I treat myself. Surrounding yourself with positive people not only helps you heal, but also empowers you to stand firm against future disrespect. They create a space for growth and reinforce that you are worthy of kindness and respect. Sometimes, building this network requires stepping away from toxic relationships, but it's worth it. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely, and you'll find it much easier to reject disrespect and embrace the respect you deserve. Conclusion. These 10 strategies offer a powerful framework for handling disrespect in any part of your life. By setting firm boundaries, walking away when necessary, and surrounding yourself with supportive people, you're reinforcing your self-respect and taking charge of how others treat you. Remember, respect starts with you, and by embracing these tools, you can build a life filled with confidence, peace, and dignity. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it valuable, don't forget to like it, share your own experiences in the comments, and pass this along to friends or family who might benefit from these insights. Together, we can create a ripple effect of respect and empowerment. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.